Okay, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day on this, I think it's a Tuesday. Let's say a Tuesday. Let's guess and say today is Tuesday because I don't really have any idea what day it is. So, beautiful day. A little chilly. Let's look at the temperature. Current temperature is about 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 C. So, but look at this, guys. See that? Lovely, beautiful blue skies. Not a chemtrail. Just perfect. Little bit of clouds there on the horizon. Other than that, absolutely spectacular day. Moon. Where's the moon? Let's see if we can see the moon. There's the moon, guys. Let's see. Where's it at? Why can I not see the moon on my camera, but I can see it in the sky? There's the moon. Moon. Demontra, can you see the moon? Kangaroo, can you see the moon? I'm curious. Anyways, you shouldn't be able to, unless you're upside down. Nomi, can you see the moon at your house? Is the moon visible on the upside down part of the world at your house right now at whatever time it is here, 3 something Eastern time? So first thing we need to do is we're gonna go turn on the cistern. We're gonna get some water running just to make sure I don't have to go in the house and fill up the water. So it's overcast there. Of course it is. See, I think that's the trick, is that if the moon's visible for me, it's overcast on the other side of the world so that it's impossible to be able to verify the moon. Anyways, no worries. I'm leery because if you guys see this is frozen. So I'm thinking that there's a good chance that my cistern is not going to give me water, which means that I then have to go in the house and do that, which is not bueno. I plugged it in. Give it a minute. Survey says we'll let that go for a minute. We'll come back. Maybe we'll get lucky, and when I get back, it'll pump the plugs. It'll get the plugs pumped through, and we won't have too much to worry about. So, yeah, the snow is melting right now. The snow's melting mostly because it's a sunny day, but we are supposed to get absolutely hammered with snow later this week. And if that's the case, if we start getting lots of snow later this week, and it's not in the evenings, we'll go for a snow hike, because I love bundling up. And when you got heavy snow, I think it's really fun to go on snow hikes. So we'll do a snow hike if it looks like it's something that we'll be able to accomplish. So let's start with the bunny barn like normal. Get the bunny barn, everybody in there fed and watered, and chit chat about that kind of stuff. No cool. I mean, there's a bunch of current event stuff going on, but who really wants to talk about current events? All I say, I'm going to go back to what I normally preach, guys, is fundamentally, you want to be in as tip-top shape as possible. So keep your health. Make yourself as healthy as possible. Do whatever it takes for you to feel confident that you are super healthy. Oh, see that, guys? Not bueno. That means I either unplugged the cord, which I probably did when I plugged that other one in. So let's go back. You know, something I'm gonna try. That is something I should try in the future. I do have a 360 cam, and I do need to. I don't know right off the bat doing live streams with the 360 cam. I might have to actually get a different program on the computer or on my phone, but I should do some 360 videos, because I think that would be really fun. We can just walk around and do a 360. Maybe next snow. Maybe next day that it snows a lot and it's really pretty outside. I'll whip out my 360 cam. And we'll go for a hike, and then I'll post that up on Odyssey and YouTube's. That could be that could really be a fun one to do. Ah, good. That is what I did. I accidentally unplugged. I don't know if you guys ever seen how much I jerry rig everything on my farm, but there's my jerry rig that runs the camera, that runs the pump, and that runs all the power in my barn. And to protect it from the horrible weather, to protect all of this from the horrible weather, I do that. That's just amazing. See, that's high tech right there. A baggie over, I mean, you know, it's funny because I have this. I broke this earlier last year, so this doesn't work, but we're gonna go back to the high tech baggie. The high tech baggie, this is just this is the way, it's the wave of the future, guys. High tech, high tech. So cistern is still not cisterninging. So alas, it looks like I'll probably have to go in the house and get water. But no worries. Let's go get the chickens fed and ducks, and then we'll do water. We'll do water last. So here, kitty kitty, wonderful to see you. Glad to see you on this 22. Hope everything is good on your side of the world. Hi, Fernando. So we're gonna go feed the bunnies right now, and then we'll address the water. We'll address the water issue later. So but it's been a cold couple days, which is fine because it's winter and I don't mind it being cold. I don't like that I can't see snow. I prefer when there's snow on the ground, because it makes it look like it's cold outside. It tricks me. Then I think it's cold, and then I know what to expect. This pretending it's cold outside is just not my cup of tea. So we're supposed to get, some of the reports are crazy. Like, I hope some of the crazy reports are true. Like, one of the crazy reports is possibly up to 4 feet of snow by over the weekend. That would be spectacular. If we got 4 feet of snow, dude, I'd be live streaming all the time. We'd be going for walks. We'd be watching the snow come down. I absolutely love lots and lots of snow. So, you guys can cross your fingers and hope for that, because that would be really cool. I know it sounds silly. Why would you want 4 feet of snow? I got everything set up. We are good to go on the farm. Lisa's down in Georgia, nice and safe and sound, helping and taking care of her mom. So, minus that the work falls on me then, but it's stuff we could get done, and it would be good. So right now, I don't know if you guys can hear me jostling stuff around. Because out of good planning, I knew Lisa was going to be gone for probably maybe 2 weeks or so. So we went and made sure we got I got about 2 weeks worth of food. So hopefully I figured out I got all the timing right, so I don't have to go on another feed run for another couple days, or another couple weeks actually. But right now we're pulling out where we put all the extra food. So I'm going to pull out the bag, open it up. That's one thing I do suggest. If you live in an area where you're going to have crazy weather, plan ahead and try to get have storage set up. So what we do for our storage is a lot of times we have old freezers that people aren't using anymore, and then I also use the Rubbermaid totes, and then also keep stuff in the Rubbermaid totes. And you don't want what it is you don't want the mice to get it, but you also don't want it to stay in there so long. So we just put a I'll show you guys. So we just toss. So we just come down here and we put a bag of feed inside a Rubbermaid tote. There's actually 2 bags of feed in there. So, and then you see the bunny feed's empty. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be picking up that rubber bag tote. You guys can just watch. It's not super exciting, but it's probably better than, just hearing me do it. So you guys, I'll pick up that Rubbermaid tote. And we're just going to pop it in there. I'm going to pick up this bag. That's what's so nice about these bags. They got a nice pull string. Makes everything really easy just to zip out. And then we're just going to pull that in there. So job, but being that I'm in the middle of nowhere, we got lots and lots of mice. And then, I don't know if you guys know this, the website's currently not up and functioning, but we save these bags because Lisa turns these bags into grocery bags, little grocery totes that she sells on her Etsy page and such like that. It's actually a pretty interesting plan. I'm gonna put the PDF on how to make these grocery bags up on the Mavis Institute for those that might be interested in recycling their own bags. If you guys can, I'll put Lisa's got it figured out pretty well, step by step how to do it. So get that in place. Look at those cobwebs. Sure needs, as you guys can see, we got plenty of extra bags behind me, so. So always trying to figure out different ways, different cool projects, different things to do, fun things to make, ways to upcycle, ways to recycle. Personally, I like to throw the least amount of stuff away. I like to try to save and reuse stuff. Give stuff at least one other life than its initial life. Then I feel like I'm doing my part and not, completely filling up landfills with toxic dick. Well, I might not be a crazy some crazy, extreme lefty. I also, in the same aspect, like to try to, not add as much pollution to the world as possible. So, I like to try to figure out ways to reuse as much as I can. And I'm probably a borderline hoarder, maybe. I mean, I guess, admitting you have a problem is the first step. I don't like to throw usable stuff away. I've always got a plan for something. The good thing is some stuff I do get to reuse. Some stuff I do find to be useful. So. Okay. Let's go get that bucket filled up. Let's go out to the bunny apartments. And out into the bunny apartments, let's give those guys some food as well. Then at the bunny apartments, we're going to check on, while we're out there, we're going to check on the cistern. We're going to make sure the cistern. Just another lovely day on the farms. Had one bit of advice to give you guys that while you're farming and why you're choosing to do this. The first bit of advice is start off as organized. Try to be as OCD and organized at the very beginning as possible, because it will make everything a lot easier. I'm not good at that. Trying, but that's something that I would absolutely advise. Try to keep things as organized. I'm good at documenting things. I'm good at writing things down, getting things documented. It's just that my general organization, not always that good at. So, let's head on out to the bunny barn. I mean, we're in the bunny barn, the bunny apartments. Can't even think of the right words today. One of those days, friends. One of those days, even though it's a lovely day. I've also decided, because I was talking with one of my friends, and we were talking about good days and bad days. And I've decided I'm not having any more bad days. I'm just going to have days. I'm going to try to make every day good day, great day, awesome days. But if they're, if they're not a good day, great day, or an awesome day, then they're just going to be a day. And try to avoid the concept of bad days. It's a mindset. Trick our minds into thinking that things are great. They really are. Like, we live in amazing times. Absolutely amazing times. We just we've tricked ourselves into thinking that these amazing times we live in should be more, and that because we live in such amazing times, there shouldn't be any level of heartache. And, well, life's a little hard, and sometimes some crazy heartache happens. So you gotta roll up your sleeves and suck it up a bit. Hey, Terry. Hope everything is good with you, Terry. Look forward to playing some Minecraft with you later this evening. By the way, guys, we have a Minecraft server that we play on. If anybody's interested in joining us and playing Minecraft and building and just having a good time. Fernando, why are you rubbing the camera? Yeah, you make it hard, Fernando. People can't see what we're trying to do. Yeah, I know. So, anyways, join the Discord. Go down into the Minecraft section, and I might start streaming a little bit of Minecraft right now. Golf. If you guys don't follow golf, it's Golf and Balls. It's named after a Tolkien character from Lord of the Rings. But he's here on DLive and on Twitch. That's where we play a lot of times when we do that kind of stuff. So it's a Golf IM and then BALLS. So if you like Minecraft, you want to watch us play, that's where we play a lot. I might stream sometimes when he's not. But yeah, that's just kind of another fun way we can get together, do stuff together, enjoy the company of each other while the weather is cold and, not a whole lot to do outside. So, and yes, Terry, if Fernando had his way, this would totally be the Fernando show. I mean, right now he's eating, like, this is literally like alfalfa and grass, and if I put it here, Fernando's just going to eat a little bit of it, because this cat will eat just about anything in pellet form. This cat eats. He eats cat food, dog food, rabbit food, chicken food, fish food. He's just a weird guy. more guy over here to get. And then we'll sprinkle a little food on the ground for the guys at free range. Right, Fernando will sprinkle a little food on the ground for the guys at free range. Okay, let's walk down to the cistern and see if I have any. If we got lucky enough that I'm gonna have any water coming out of the cistern. I'm not gonna hold my breath, honestly, guys. I think the water's gonna be frozen. We will see. We will see. I mean, the whole pond, this future new little pond that's been created here has been nothing. Let's see if I love that sound, guys. I'm just stepping just a little bit on the ice right here. You can see where it's cracked, but the sound of cracking ice is a fun sound. It's pretty thick. Okay, so here we are at the cistern. It's been running for a bit. It is not cisterning. It's not giving me water. So, alas, that means that we will have to go in the humble abode later today. Probably after the show, because it's a hassle to do with one hand. And then have to get water. So right now we're just going to go, we're just feeding everyone. So let's head on back. And get some, get the feed and get in there to the bunnies and the chickens and everybody else. And then we'll get some Sylvia some food. And I think maybe we'll go for a little, at the end, we'll go for a little excursion. We'll go walk and check on the market garden. We'll go check on a few other things. We might walk out to the pond. I'm kind of curious. Now that that pond's frozen as well as it is, I'm kind of curious how the main pond looks. And if the main pond is frozen as well. So, Crow, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, here, kitty. If you want to watch the bunnies, the webcam, the other Lisa's camera, which is the Mavis Pharmacy camera here on DLive, you can jump over there, and I have a camera just specifically on the bunnies and the chickens and such that rotates back and forth. So, if you want to see how the bunnies are doing, there is a camera on them in there. So, and that's Mavis. That's pharmacy. That's pharmacy spelled with an F, like farm. So. Let me get this in place. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get everything prepped with the chickens and the rabbits, so I can just go back and forth from feeder to feeder, and we can make sure everybody's good to go. Okay, good. Let me see if I can grab one of the guys and I'll show you, and we'll grab a... do I eat rabbits? I don't. I personally don't eat rabbits, but the rabbits that we do raise here and such like that are homesteading rabbits. They have, most of the rabbits that we have are designed for either pet purposes, for composting purposes, composting as in building soil and things like that, or for eating. So we've bred rabbits that can free range, that can live in cages, that also have really good personalities. So that as you choose, as someone would get the rabbits, and you guys would choose what you want to do. If you want to breed them for money, if you want to breed them for food, or if you want to breed them for the purpose of creating you more, better, high quality soil. So that's kind of the purpose that we have on here. I'm what you call a gentleman farmer. I don't know if you've ever heard the term before, but that usually refers to someone that doesn't eat their animals. So yeah, I don't eat any of the animals here that we raise on the farm. I'm not opposed to eating animals. I'm just I don't have the ability. For those that don't know, I don't have the ability to kill something. I can clean things, and I can deal with dead carcasses and such once they're already dead. I just can't take something's life. So it makes it really hard to raise animals to eat. And my significant other, she's a vegetarian, so she doesn't eat meat. She only eats she's a weird vegetarian. She's a practical vegetarian. She only eats eggs and fish. She doesn't eat other types of meat. Go figure, you know. And, you know, one of the biggest purposes of what I do here, not only do I do it because this is the kind of lifestyle I've wanted. I was a city kid and wanted to live out here, so we also do a lot of educational stuff. So there's a lot of stuff we do here on the farm and with our nonprofit that we teach people how to do a variety of stuff. So I have friends that are butchers that butcher their own animals. I have friends that butcher them humanely. And I have people that can give you advice if you do decide that you're going to do your homesteading, you're going to eat your own animals. I have friends that know the very best, most humane, all the great ways to do it. One of the tricks that a lot of people might not realize is the reason you want to butcher your animals as humane and as clean as possible is because you don't ever want your animal to be stressed, because if you have stressed animals, it taints the meat. Most of you have probably never had untainted meat. Meat that you buy from the grocery store and such like that, the animal is very stressed before it gets butchered, and so it taints the meat and it changes the flavor and just puts a lot of bad juju in it. And this isn't just, you know, hocus pocus, hippy dippy crap. This is actually like the hormones and the estrogen, or the adrenaline and such that runs through the body just before butcher, taints the meat. So if you've ever deer hunted or you've ever bear hunted and you've had it where it's just dropped, like it didn't even know that anything was happening, you literally can taste the difference of an animal that just instantly dies than one that's had to think about it and has the stress and all that kind of stuff. So something to keep in mind. So and again, like I said, I know my weaknesses, so I accept my weaknesses in the world, but that doesn't mean that I'm not more than happy to educate and help people with what they need help with and they see fit. So, only thing I don't agree with is torturing animals. I mean, there's probably other things in that, but that's the main thing. Is I don't like animals to live in bad, humane situations, and I don't want animals to be tortured. Other than that, you know, you want to eat your animals, cool. Let's do it the best way for you and your animals. I can't really see what I'm doing. I have the camera up a little too high. So. Plus, I really like the responsibility of having all of the animals. I really like getting to know everyone. I will say it is important to make sure that you know your chicken math and you find out that balance so that you're not overstressed or overworked with having too many animals on your farm or on your homestead or in your house. But finding that right balance where you're happy with what you have and can welcome new animals into your house and things of that sort, I think that is a good balance to try to find. And to each person, to each family, it's going to be different. lots of ducks. Let me show you what my feet look like. A lot of you that don't really realize that when I'm in here, like, this is my feed area. And so while I'm feeding, I'm walking past ducks because they're waiting for me to drop snacks and such for them. So I'm going to give them a little bit of food. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of food on the ground so that I'm not tripping over all of them. Okay. Good to go. Okay, let's get on to getting some of these rest of these guys fed. Yeah, I try to keep a little bit of lights with all the chickens. Christmas lights seem to be the best just because they're cheap and easy to find. And so I have Christmas lights back there. And as you guys can see, Christmas lights running across the top of the barn. Part of the reason for that is keeping a constant day, not constant, but keeping enough like ambient light so it kind of stays like a twilight. What that'll do is that keeps the animals so that because chickens are completely blind at night, and so it keeps them a little bit less stressed, but it also gets it so you have a little bit more egg production. So, but yeah, I use those are rope lighting. The rope lighting seems to work really well with chickens and such. You guys wanted to see one of the bunnies. So this is Bear. This is the bunny that thinks he's a bear. So he is a lion head, a very fluffy, nice, chilled lion head. Lion heads are great. They're not as best of free range as some of the other bunnies, but they're really good because they're super chill. They're super calm. They don't mat up like Angoras, but you still get that nice fluffy. You still get that nice fluffy look. You get that nice fluffy look to them, and they're very clean and very intelligent bunnies. A lot of people use lion heads for educational purposes or for de-stressing. They're also one of the bunnies that's the least likely to bite anyone. So that's why part of the reason we raise lion heads is for that purpose of being able to have animals that people can interact with, that people can get to know, and a good first animal to come in contact with. So when we do our outreach programs, our lion heads, and Bear's one of the ones that we take for our outreach programs. For our outreach programs, to teach people a little bit more and more about animals, lion heads are really good. Plus, they have a pretty good market value, so reselling, a lot of people like them as pets. Because one of the tricks that you do need to do when you're homesteading and farming, you do need to figure out your balance of how you're going to make money to support your farm and to support your lifestyle until you get the everyday life bills paid for and such like that. So, that little black one was half lion head, half regular rabbit. Where is he at? We will actually go see him. Yeah, Yeah, we will go see him in a bit. Yeah, he had a little bit of lion head in him, so he's got a little extra fluff, but he was mostly the Maven rabbits. By the way here, kitty, that little black guy that you like, I never gave a name to, so if you ever think of a name, let me know. We'll walk out. He has his own cage. We'll walk out. He outlives in the bunny apartments. We'll go say hi to him in just a few minutes. I didn't think about doing it. I usually say hi to them when I'm watering them. We gave them a little bit of food, but we'll go out there and say hi to them in just a bit. By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys remember earlier in the year. I remember earlier in the year the little chicks that we had. This is one of the little chicks. This was Timmy. So, as you can see, Timmy's grown up to be, well, it's a girl, but she's grown up to be a full-size chicken now. So she's a really pretty chicken. She was actually really cool about Timmy is that she was the hen that had her, the hen that laid the egg, is a 9-year-old hen. So just to show you that even the older biddies, they can still have a lot of stuff, a lot of good reason to have them. They don't lay as many eggs, but they're still really good moms. I'm gonna go put her away. Dimacho, you're right. That's funny. Yeah, nope, there's techno music playing around here. Strobe lights, fans, all the cool stuff. And all the chicks that you'd want. So, there's some cocky bastards in here too, though, so be careful. So let's swing over to here so I can get these guys over here done. For those that don't know, I do play music in every one of my barns. Gonna be really loud with the chicken right by my ear. But no, I play music in every one of my barns. Partly for that is that keeps a lot of the predators, mostly the wolves, and the foxes and the minks in such a way, which is the main thing I want. It doesn't really work on skunks, is what I've learned. You guys have probably watched. If you guys haven't watched some of the video with the Mavis Pharmacy page, you'll occasionally see that a skunk comes in here and hangs out. She doesn't bother anyone. That's why she can stay. Rule of thumb is if you're a wild animal and you play by my rules, you're fine here. If you don't, then I have to get a hold of one of my buddies to get you eradicated, because if you're going to cause me... As steward of my animals, it's my responsibility to... So kangaroo, skunks mostly eat insects. So if they had their choice, they would eat insects. I have some video, not very good video, but I have some video of one of the skunks That's the wrong food for the wrong guy. Anyways, I have some videos of the skunks treating my one of my beehives as a Pez dispenser. So because skunks don't get stung in the mouth the same way other animals do, and so they can eat bees and insects and stuff like that. And they also like eggs, so they come in here and eat eggs. They won't really kill any of the animals and such in here. That being said, you know, sometimes I don't want the skunks in here because with the skunks in here, that might attract the raccoons. And so occasionally we have the raccoons that come in here as well. The one raccoon that comes in here doesn't really bother anything. Mostly comes in here to eat the corn and such that falls on the ground. But still, okay, a couple more guys to go, and then we'll get Sylvia fed. And then we'll go for a quick little walk before I go in the house and get everybody water. Since water is when I gotta go in the house, it's a lot more of a hassle than if I just do it, if I just can fill up the cistern. So I prefer to get the cistern when possible. Okay. Fail. Oh, I don't know if you guys had seen my new sign. My brother-in-law got it for us. If I can get it to There's our new sign that we put up here in the barn. I think it's funny. So, you know, Crow, it's interesting. We've switched up and we've tried a variety of different types of music and such for them throughout the course of the years. And some of the chickens will actually try to mirror some of the sounds. And so they have, we've established that some of the chickens have have songs that they really like and songs that they don't like. This is gonna sound funny, but the chickens actually made lots of funny noises. Like when we used to play just regular, I used to just play regular music, like just regular radio, like pop. I don't know why this is not letting me, whatever, this is gonna be good enough, I guess. I'm trying to get the gimbal to stop acting up. What's interesting, the emergency broadcast, they make crazy noises when the emergency broadcast system comes on. Like, they do not like the sound of the emergency broadcast system at all. Which is fine, because anytime they did a test, or anytime we knew a storm was coming, the chickens would make crazy, crazy noises. So, cows like music. That's cool. I think most animals, if they had a choice, would like music. So, I think music is kind of one of those really, the things that most animals most things that are alive like it. Because I know plants like music. There's some really great studies that proven that playing certain music for your plants, actually playing any music for your plants, is better than not playing music. But certain music for your plants, they seem to do even better. So it's cool how all that is. So let me put you here for just a second so I can get Sylvia a little bit more food. That's not your food. I don't know if you guys can. Just look at this, guys. So, I'm pouring food for Sylvia, the pig. So this is pig food. Okay? This is pig food. It's actually pig food and dog food. And Fernando, because he sees things that look like pellets and they're crunchy, he will pretty much eat anything. Like, he's absolutely a crackhead for fish food too. Like, it's crazy. He sees me feeding animals. Doesn't matter what I'm feeding. He sees me feeding something, and he decides that he needs to eat it too. So, at least pig food makes a little bit more sense for him to be eating than when he eats the rabbit food, because the rabbit food is mostly just grass. So, Alex, hello. He's a royal tester. That's a good one, Terry. That is a good one. Yeah, he'll pretty much he pretty much eats anything, and Sylvia, our pig, is the one that pretty much eats anything. Doesn't eat carrots though. I don't know if you guys know that. Sylvia doesn't eat carrots. So let me spin the camera around. I think she's in there. Oh, I can hear her. Miss Sylvia. Here, let's see if you guys. I'm gonna go over there, stick my hand in there, and I'll try to be quiet for a second and see if you guys can hear her snoring. Nope, I woke her up. So, okay, so let's go head out to the, we're gonna head out to the market garden. I want to show you guys, plus I haven't been out there yet. And then we're gonna take a quick little detour to the pond, because I'm kind of interested to see how frozen the pond is. So, oh wait, before I do that, I promised here Kitty we were gonna go look at her bunny. So let's go look at here Kitty's bunny first, before I walk out that way. And then we'll walk out to the pond. So fingers are getting too cold. The little click button to switch from camera to camera is acting up a bit. But you can see how it's got the little white paw. But you see how it's got a little bit of tuft on its head, a little like mohawk? That's how I know it's got a little tiny bit of lion head in it. Okay. We'll come back, get these guys water in a bit. Right, Fernando? Yeah, get some water. Oh, Fernando. Making everybody sick. You guys can hear the bunnies even. Bunnies here in the bunny apartments have their own music as well. Okay. Now, we're heading out to the market garden. Or the just-in-time garden is what some people are calling it now. Which is cool. Like, that's a good name for it as well. So. A lot of cool stuff I got planned. I've got some watermelon started in the house. So the watermelon I grew here, I tried some aquaponics. I'm gonna do a video on using aquariums, just your run-of-the-mill aquariums, and very, very basic aquaponic systems to start sprouting stuff. So yeah, I don't know why everybody's calling it just-in-time mock, but that's just that's the name that people started calling it. So I'm fine with just accepting names that other people call things. So, like, I don't know if you guys know, a dock isn't a name I picked for myself. So, no, I think it definitely has. It definitely has a little bit to do with my name. So it has a little bit to do with my name's Justin, but I think it also has to do with where it's at, and that I call it a market garden, and it's time that we need to make food, and it's just in time for food production and such like that. Let me show you guys this. You guys want to see how beautiful it is here in Flat Top on the grounds of Mavis. So the rest of the world, if it goes to hell, at least here on my acreage, it'll go to less hell. And it'll be an awesome place to be. That's all I'm worried about, is trying to live someplace that's awesome. Got my fruit trees. So, fruit trees. How come my skies are clearer than yours? I don't know. That's an interesting. Let's zoom in on that. A truck pulling a truck. I'm not sure which truck is in better shape. Whatever. So, a lot of times I have pretty nice skies here. So, I have to say. So we're gonna peek over. I doubt we're gonna see anything exciting going on in the beehive over here, but we're gonna double check. We're just gonna peek in just to make sure that the beehive is doing pretty good. So we've got some stuff going on. A few bees here. So we'll see what happens. There's a few dead bees there, but you're going to expect to see a few dead bees. This kind of experiment, I just kind of giving these guys trying something different. If they make it, great. If they don't, that's just, you know. A lot of stuff we do here, we practice stun. If you guys are not familiar with the stun technique, is sure, total, utter neglect. So when it comes to a lot of our plants and our trees and such like that, kind of let the strong survive, the ones that want to live in the area. So I do that a little bit with the I move the bees around, let them try to make their niche, give them the best possibility. That's why they're inside that cooler, giving them the best possibility. So we're going to be really expanding these market gardens soon. So that's where I had corn and such last year. And then each of these different rows are going to be a variety of stuff. And we're going to be expanding up there in the area that I've just scythed out earlier. We're going to be putting pumpkins, and then we're going to be doing some more and then add more fruit trees and such there. And up to beautiful hillside. Oh, we were going to walk to the pond. Glad I didn't start walking back yet, because I said we were going to walk to the pond. So let's walk on down to the pond. Say hi to the buried dead people. Hello, everyone. Yes, I have a graveyard in the middle of my property. So I hear a tractor. I can feel a tractor, actually. Can't necessarily hear it, but I feel a tractor running in the distance. I bet it's over there, someplace over in that ridge. I used to have a lot of berry bushes here. We still do have quite a few. This year I'm going to be adding more varieties. So, yeah, in West Virginia, family graveyards are very common on old properties, just because the way the state is very, a lot of people just buried their kinfolk on their own property. Actually, you can still practice that. You can still practice that today. So, it's still a practice that you're allowed to practice today. So, no one buried in there I'm related to yet. Those are people that originally owned the land. So, yeah, no, that the people there. I'm originally from Akron, Ohio, and then my grandparents were from Maryland and Virginia. So, I don't personally. The roots I have here are ones that I put in myself. So yeah, definitely. The pond is not frozen enough to walk on, as you guys can see. There's big patches of water. Too bad, because I want to walk on it soon. Not big enough, not deep enough. I mean, it's not frozen enough to walk on. I mean, it might be frozen enough for me to try to walk on, but that would be silly. But we'll do that in another show. We'll go for walking on the pond and such like that. So, but you guys can see open water right there. We got some water here, and then we've got damming. And damming up stuff's here. And then because the water's currently flowing through the tires that I need to backfill and bury, it's causing too much water. It's causing too much water here to do its thing, so it's not freezing. It's not freezing here efficiently yet. I don't know if you guys know this, but this is the site right here on the other side of this pond. I'll walk over there so you guys can see it. This is the site we're going to be building the homestead. I'm going to be building an off-grid educational thing here. Wim Hof. I wish I could do the Wim Hof challenge. I'm practicing Wim Hof breathing, but I have yet been able to do polar plunges the way he can, man. The Wim Hof stuff is amazing. I hope to get to that particular point very, very soon, because there's some pretty awesome stuff. That man, the Iceman, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, you should Google Wim Hof, WHIM, space HOFF, I believe. I think, yeah, there we go. Wim Hof. Amazing man that's been able to, like, he can hike in super Arctic, crazy cold temperature. Amazing. And if you've not done his breathing techniques, man, you have to try them. You will feel amazing after doing his breathing techniques. They are absolutely spectacular. And live a very long life. My goal is 122, and plus 122 plus, really, I should say. The stuff that he's doing has to help you extend your life and things of that sort. So check him out if you guys have not heard of Wim Hof. So I do actually practice snow bathing. So I don't know if you guys have ever practiced snow bathing. What snow bathing is when it's not super cold. I like to keep it, I like there to be snow on the ground, and I like to be in the low 30s. What you do is you find a spot where you're not going to have a lot of wind blowing on you, and you lay down, you dig down into the snow, so you've got snow all around you, and you're just starting to get to the point where you're at the soil level as well, and you wear the least amount of clothes as possible. So some people might wear bathing suits, some people might do naked. You just want to do it as least amount of clothes as possible, and you just lay in the snow. And you ground, you practice grounding, earthing, some people call it. And I try to do that once a year to restart everything, to get my immune system up and functioning. And make sure you have got nice warm clothes when you do that, so you can put on your nice warm clothes right after that. So that's really nice. Also, cross my fingers, let's hope. I'm going to try to build a sauna this year. I'm going to do a homemade built sauna. So I got some ideas. I watched some really awesome videos. So I really want to build a sauna this year, because I'd love the idea of being able to go from snowbathing into a sauna. And then if I could end up doing that and mastering that, then I could try to do the ice plunges and jump into the ice and then into a sauna and then back and forth, because that would be spectacular. So I think it's really good for us as well. I think there's a lot of stuff that our ancestors used to do, our ancestors used to know, and then we've kind of forgotten about and we don't practice anymore. And I do think the hot-cold cycle is one of those things that's really good for us. So, yeah, well, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to get a wood burner. I'll probably build a rocket mass heater. And then on the rocket mass meter, do the hot rocks is my goal. Is so have the fire heat up. So on the rocket mass heater, have the fire heat up, start the water boiling, put a bunch of rocks in there, and then put the water and such on the rocks and do the hot rock technique. So, and it looks like I should be able to build a sauna I watched a couple different plans. You know, it's just gonna be rough. So probably simple. And then after I build a sauna, I do want to build a sweat lodge, because sweat lodge is something that I've been wanting to build for years, because I think a sweat lodge is also really, really good for you as well. So I also something else I've done since I was a kid, and I always try to do it. It's funny because I actually don't like I'm not someone that normally walks barefoot in general, but every year I try to walk barefoot as much as I can in the winter. I'm not doing it right now. I haven't acclimated to winter just yet, but I do always try to walk barefoot as often as I can in the winter on snow, especially the fluffy snow. Less ice, because I don't like my feet to stick to the ice, but on the fluffy snow. So, and that seems that's also another thing. So that I think is fun. There's just a lot of fun tricks that I think we should do more. We should do more of. Maybe I'll do a show. Maybe we'll do some shows where we'll get together and we'll talk more about how to do that kind of stuff. And maybe when some of you guys can come visit in the future, we can. Look how orange that is behind me. That's crazy. Maybe sometime in the future, when more of you guys can come visit me down here in Flat Top, we can start organizing some cool like get-togethers and seminars and all that kind of fun stuff. 'Cause I don't know, being healthy, being strong, being in as best a shape as you possibly can for where you are in life right now, I think is one of the keys. Again, that's not saying that you need to eat, purely organic or anything. Just do the best you can, and if you fail a little bit, it's okay. So nothing wrong with knowing your weaknesses and knowing that you're trying. Just understand that if you fail, try again tomorrow. You know, don't kick yourself. Don't be angry at yourself. Don't be upset. Just always be trying to push forward. This is the kind of techno I love. I just love the way it feels. It reminds me of going to a rave when I was a kid. Standing right next to the speakers. I miss that a lot. It's one of the things I do miss. The energy of the room, especially when this drop's coming up. Even though they're just little drops, the energy is just always spectacular in a room like this. It's also fun to watch the DJ like manipulate the crowd. It's a really interesting experience. I've never got to have it before. Plus, it's really fun and easy to dance to. You can just move your body in every direction that you want to. That was a pretty small drop. It was more of a music change, but either way, still good. Just like classical music, there's something about techno that I absolutely love, especially trance and progressive. So it just makes me feel alive, and it's fun to dance. By the way, guys, if you don't practice dancing, it's one of the things you should do. You should move your body all the crazy ways possible dancing. You know, even if you feel like an idiot and you're moving around and all that kind of stuff. The more you do that, the healthier you'll be. Get your body moving in ways that you don't normally move it. And music is a great way to do that. Well, anyways, guys, I need to finish up the fast. I need to go get the water, and I'm going to lose sunlight soon. So I'm going to let you guys go. I should be doing this again tomorrow. So look forward to seeing you guys here tomorrow. Crow and Here Kitty Kitty and Dematra and Mock and Terry and Alex and everybody else that stopped by. Thanks for joining me and helping me out with feeding the chickens. You guys do make it so much easier when I go out and feed everyone, and it is absolutely spectacular. If you want to join my Discord, !Discord. You guys can join the Discord. Usually always on there chit-chatting with some good people on there. We talk about a variety of awesome stuff. And anyways, guys, I will see you guys all tomorrow. It's Doc. Have yourself a wonderful day. Till tomorrow. Adios.